Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Today we have something special. They don't come around too often, but today we have a video game review, and that video game is Spider-Man Miles Morales. So Spider-Man Miles Morales picks up 1 year after Peter has learned about Miles' new powers. In that time, Peter has been training him to become another Spider-Man. It holds many similarities to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which is loved by many. Obviously it has the same characters, but it has some of the same themes as well, yet it being very different to that movie. The main difference from the movie obviously is there aren't loads of Spider-Mans from different universes. The main thing here is you're gonna see Miles' transformation just like in that movie, whereas in this movie he makes a lot more mistakes. They're not really brought to the attention as much, they're not punished as much, but they're very noticeable, especially if you've seen that movie, which is a good thing, because in a lot of movies or video games we just see the character go straight into being like a 10 out of 10 superhero, but it just shows an inexperience. He's been at it for a year, but it doesn't come instantly. Overall though, once again, the gameplay is phenomenal. They didn't really change up too much from the previous game, but they didn't have to because they pretty much nailed it perfectly in that one. There are some new changes, new additions with Miles' powers, which he finds out during this game. If you don't know about them, I won't say. I don't think that's too much of a spoiler, but it's just a nice surprise either way. The gameplay just feels very slick, cinematic, and it feels like you're performing those moves yourself. Every dodge, you can, especially when it's a perfect dodge where it goes in slow motion, you can really feel that. Whether you're performing a takedown or you're just swinging through New York City, it all just feels very slick and you really do feel in control. And I mentioned those new powers to the gameplay, the fighting, and I really like it, not just because they're really cool introductions, but it also allows you to change up your fighting styles. One of the powers can allow you to go back into stealth mode, which I actually really enjoy, where you pick them off one by one, a bit like in Batman, the Arkham series. I really enjoyed the stealth part of that game, and it's present again in this one like it was in the 2018 Spider-Man game. And the story is once again nailed greatly. So much emotion, so many twists, and so many moments which gave you goosebumps throughout it. They did actually jam a lot of stuff in there, but not once did it feel too forced or over the top. You think as you're playing through, it's quite a simple storyline, but then you think more in depth about stuff with his uncle Roxxon. All shapes nicely into one story, which isn't too long. And to top off another great Spider-Man game, you have to talk about the graphics once again. They're phenomenal, and that's coming from me who played it on PlayStation 4 when it is now available on PlayStation 5. However, most things have their cons, and this game does have some, unfortunately. Obviously, I'm always up to date with stuff like this, and it was brought to my knowledge, I saw on Instagram, that this game only had a campaign of about 7 hours, which is very, very short. For comparison, the 2018 Spider-Man game was around 17 hours, so 10 hours more. Miles Morales was selling at £50, which is around the same price as what I bought the 2018 Spider-Man game from, so I was very hesitant on buying it, not because I thought it was going to let me down or be bad. I knew it was guaranteed to be a good game, but charging someone £50 for that much content wasn't, and you didn't really get your money's worth, in my opinion. To me, it felt like an extended big DLC. DLC, you can get storylines for about 3 hours, and those DLCs you can buy for like £5. So I just found it really odd that it was this short and at that price. When I first saw that it was 7 hours, I was like, okay, maybe the price will be like £30 maybe at most, but I was very shocked, and I debated for a couple of days whether I was going to buy it, because obviously I bought it for that amount. I was very hesitant. Yeah, you can say it has more than just the campaign. It has these missions, these challenges around New York, but I did all of those in the original Spider-Man, and since it's in the same environment, I don't really feel like doing them all again, especially since they're not that exciting. You just kind of do them for the satisfaction of completing a game. So it really is a good game. It had a good story, good gameplay, everything about it was great. But just the price and the duration of the campaign, it doesn't really justify paying all that money. However, don't let my cons distract you from the fact that this is a great game and another great step in direction for better superhero games. There's a little post-credit scene as well, which has me excited for the second Spider-Man PlayStation game. See, stuff like that I would buy in a heartbeat for around £50 or £60, but this one I was more hesitant about because of the duration. That's the thing that let me down a lot. But still a great game. We're talking no price involved, and for that, Spider-Man Miles Morales gets an 85% from me. Let me know in the comments what you thought of Spider-Man Miles Morales, and if you have a PlayStation 5, I'd really like to know. Also, let me know if you enjoy these video game reviews, and if you missed out the other day on Friday the 13th, I uploaded a video with my friend Angus where we played Friday the 13th game. So if you'd like to see gaming videos more, even though it wasn't great because we didn't know what we're doing now, just let me know. But anyways, really hope you enjoyed today's video, today's review, and I hope to see you in my next video.